Akshan is coming. Akshan is coming. Akshan is the new champ coming to League of Legends. And Riot, how is this okay? He's going to be a justifiable permaban for a long time. But if he's not banned, you better pray to God, Allah, and Tom Cruise that your first pick has him. In the late game, he excels by reviving champs that would have taken near a minute to respawn. He's probably the most densely packed champion in all of League. His ability set is like the entire Game of Thrones books if they're written on a cocktail napkin. But he's not really that clunky, and once you understand how he works, you can really do some damage with him. Akshan is a Cereman street rat who met a very nice lady, Sentinel, who would change his life forever. He then got a magical artifact from the past that made him a lot more powerful, and all his wishes came true. Unfortunately, this is where the Aladdin comparisons come to an end, because the very nice lady ended up dying, and now he's on a Deadpool-esque rampage, ignoring his Sentinel duties to kill scoundrels and crack wise.
Vengeance is not a healthy impulse. Here's to bad health.
He's got a long book of grudges, Dory, but he has the tools to settle them all. However, before I get started, I need to ensure that you're not a scoundrel. All my subscribers are upstanding members of society. Hit that subscribe button to prove your credibility and revive my shattered self-esteem.
Akshan's Q is a boomerang. It's nice and simple. He throws it, and it comes back. He took a page out of Gnar and Sivir's book. It seems like a lot of aspects of Akshan were picked up from other champs. He stole Gnar's boomerang, he stole Warwick's blood scent, and he stole Silas's man bun. I want you to appreciate the simplicity of this ability and enjoy the calm before the storm. But that's not all this ability does. If the boomerang hits an enemy, the range is extended, a lot like Seraphine's ultimate. Use this to get those far-to-reach minions or to poke the enemy. Don't spam this, however, because you'll run out of mana quicker than you can say, lights, camera, action! The boomerang also applies its passive. Have we talked about his passive yet? Let's talk about his passive. Akshan's passive is a book. There's more written in this passive than some champ's lore. I'm gonna try and say it all in one breath. Every 3 hits from Akshan's attacks and damaging abilities deal a burst of physical damage. Akshan also gains a shield. That makes him another rule of 3 champion get fucked gen. It also means that he does well with Kraken, but we'll go into build later. After attacking, Akshan fires a second attack that deals reduced physical damage. This is a great way of taking out low health minions that are right next to each other. The second shot can be cancelled like a regular basic attack. If Akshan cancels the second shot, he gains a burst of move speed. Balance this. Passive. When you engage. Akshan's W is who killed Captain Alistair. Whenever an ally is killed, they are marked as a scoundrel. If Akshan assists or kills the scoundrel, all the allies the scoundrel killed will be called forth from the pit and revived in the fountain. Akshan also gets 100 gold for every scoundrel he kills. And they say revenge is a fruitless endeavor. Akshan can even die during the fight and still revive the ally as long as he touched the enemy 3 seconds before their death. Akshan, however, will not be revived. Ironic. He could save others from death, but not himself. With a good Akshan, this ability is actually insane. If you're in a team fight and Akshan gets an assist on every scoundrel, your team's now up fully, and you can get a free dragon or baron. And before you ask, this does not ruin Scion or Kog'Maw passive. They will revive after they die again. But that's just the passive to his ability.
Akshan, I'm calling you to tell you that your W also has an active effect. You turn invisible for a short amount of time, and infinitely if you're near walls. Use this to sneak up to the enemy. While in this mode, there are paths that will lead you to scoundrels. This works a lot like Warwick's W. You get mana regen and movement speed as you move towards a scoundrel. This will help with Akshan's glaring mana issues. But be careful. If they get too close to you, they'll see you. What's the matter, Akshan? Akshan? Akshan!
So far, you may be thinking, this Akshan guy, he's pretty cool. He's cooler than gazpacho, because it's served cold. Well, he gets even cooler, because he's got a grappling hook. Akshan is a beautiful man. I'm willing to admit it. And when you're good looking, you get invited to parties where you leave your keys in a bowl in the front. I know this because I'm not that good looking and I never get invited to those parties, so that solves that if statement. What I'm trying to say is Akshan is a swinger. He swings around a point on the map. When he's swinging, he's got the full exaggerated swagger of a Shuriman man. This takes a little getting used to, but here's how it works. You press your E and the grappling hook goes whichever direction your mouse is. This goes a little bit further than the circle, and you'll get a feel for it pretty quickly. From there, you recast your E and you'll swing towards whichever side your mouse is on. This is a little forgiving, but if you smack a wall, you stop. Your radius is determined by how far you are from the wall. If you multiply the radius by 2 pi r, it'll tell you how far you'll go. When you reach the point you want to stop, recast E again, and then you'll be on your way. Avoid clicking. Clicking will mess you up in this. You can also ulti or drive-by shoot during your swing. If you get a kill, the cooldown is refreshed. Use this like evolved Kazakh sequence. Hop in there, get the kill, and get out. Akshan's ulti is the Spartan Laser. This is a point-and-click ultimate that charges and fires. It hits whatever is in front of it. It's a lot like Caitlyn ult if you also hit towers and minions. If they're low enough to be killed by your ultimate, their health bars will be red. Use this like an execute to do that last little bit of damage. Like I said before, you can use this while you're swinging, which comes in handy to get those good angles. Akshan has some serious manning issues when starting out. If you use your Q like Nar's boomerang, you're gonna have a bad time. In the early game, play it safe. Use your passive to do all the damage you need. But he is not an idle man. He is a man of action. Akshan excels in the mid to late game. Use your W to roam and kill scoundrels and get that extra gold. In the late game, Akshan is a problem. Stick with your team and kill scoundrels so your team always has 5 people alive. After the team wipe, look to push lanes or take objectives. Akshan is like Turbo Tax Free Edition. He makes Barons free. For runes, you want to go Conquer, Triumph, Alericity,
Alacrity.
and then Coupe de Grace Tyson. For the secondary tree, you want to go Celerity, I think that's right, and Water. The first page will give you healing and the ability to kill low health enemies. The second page will give you movement speed for those roam down bot lane. Now for build. There are 3 mythic items that you should consider when playing Akshan, and they all have different pros and cons. Gale Force makes him more mobile, with also a higher killing potential. Shield Bow will heal him, which is awesome since you don't have any healing in your kit. This will keep you healthy throughout the entire ordeal. This is a particular favorite of my friend Lasepiki. Kraken Slayer will give you more damage, and you don't need to worry about an active ability. If you're like me where you're too stupid to use active items, this one is for you. From there you should build Berserker Greaves, Collector, Infinity Edge, Rabadon, and Guardian Angel. And that's pretty much it, but before we go, I have a message for the Akshan man! Don't be a scoundrel, subscribe, join our Discord, and follow me on Twitch. I got a Patreon and shirts if you want to go above and beyond. I make good videos every week, except for the times when I don't put them out because I get busy or I don't really feel like it. But thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna go home right now. Goodbye.